Hi there, it's David Young, the Resourceful Coach, and what we're going to talk about today is 3 words that I hear all the time on the golf course that have been involved in your golf game that I think are making you worse, and I want you to change them. Okay, we're going to get straight in there with the one word we use a lot for statistics, and it's the word approach. And I need you to get it out of your vocabulary. And what we're looking at to start with, what does approach mean? Well, approach means you're getting nearer to the intended target, the intended place you want to go to. And if you look at it gradually, what happens is when you're playing golf, you make your way down the hole and you gradually make your way to the hole before you put it in the hole. And what I see, most of my lessons are taken on the golf course. I only see, and these are what I call properly struck shots, approximately 10% of the shots that I see properly struck reach the hole or go past the hole. 90% are short. Now there's 2 reasons for this. Number 1 is an ego thing. Okay, we stand over a shot and we think to ourselves, okay, what's the best shot I can hit with this club? And that's the distance I'm going to hit it. All right, we need to change that idea. Number 2, we're worried about all the trouble over the back of the green. Now I want you, while you're sitting there watching this video and you play a course regularly, is think about when you're playing a hole, how far have you got to go past that flag before you're into serious trouble that's going to cost you shots. And I would say, well, this situation, I can see the flag in the middle of the green. If I go past that, I'm up onto the next tee before I get to the deep stuff. So I'd say 30 yards to be on the next tee, 40 yards to be in trouble. So where is most of the trouble on a golf hole? Well, we've got a pond in front of the green here. Normally on a lot of your holes, you'll have bunkers in front, to the side. So there's a lot more trouble in front and to the side of the target than there is past the target. And just sit down and look at it and see which holes there is more trouble, more than 20 yards past the flag, because the likelihood that you're going to take a club and hit it correctly and go more than 20 yards past is very small, because as I said, your ego won't let you do it. So we're going to change that word. The key word we're looking at now is to change approach to I must reach the target. If you can reach that flag, reach it. Okay, and what you'll find is you'll start relying then on what is your average strike. So a lot of you guys go to the practice ground, you've got top tracer machines at driving ranges. Look at your numbers. Don't look at, oh wow, I hit that 9-iron today, 162 yards once. And that's the number you're going to take to the course, but your average is near a 125. Look at it and realize, yeah, that's my average distance. So I'm looking at it here, and it's a winter's day, we've got the old woolly hat on. We've got 105 yards to that flag, okay? And I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, okay, what's the club? Well, if I nail my wedge, it's only 3 degrees today. If I nail my wedge, that's going to go my wedge goes 118 yards. That's my distance. That's my perfect shot. Okay. So all of a sudden now it's only 105, but I'm going to lose probably 15 yards in these conditions. So the best I'm going to do, if I hit my perfect shot, I might just make the flag. Let's see what happens. It's got to be the perfect shot. Well, it felt good. Is it going to get over the water? Just. So I can see that from here. We're 100 yards away. If I draw that ball across, I reckon I'm still a good 25 feet. So what's that? 8-9 yards short of the flag. It's not a bad shot, but that was hit as good as I could hit it in these conditions. So we're going to use the word reach, okay? So I'm just going one more club. Now I know if I hit this absolutely perfectly in these conditions, I might go 10 yards past the flag. But that's no different to the perfect wedge there being short of the flag. But if I hit my average, where am I going to end up? I'd say pretty much bang on it. So the good thing then, because I know I've got plenty of club, I can swing it nice and smooth. But the thought is I want to reach that target. I've chosen a club that's going to reach the target. Now we're a little bit left of the flag, but I'm interested in the distance. Okay, well I'm pin high. And what the interesting is, and this is a video we did previously, I'll guarantee that ball being pin high, because I can see it, is probably 15, 18 feet left of the flag, whereas the one on line, which was hit with my wedge, is a good 25 feet short. So another thing we looked at on a previous video, get the ball to the hole, and this is what the top players do, they reach the hole. So I want you to change that word. Don't think approach. That means you're just going to get nearer. Reach it. arrive at the hole. Think of it with your putting. Never up, never in. Get to the hole. Put it in the hole. If you keep coming up 2 feet short, knock it a foot past. You're a foot closer, okay, to the hole, and you gave it a chance of going in. 2 foot short, never had a chance. So that's our first thing that we want to do. Change that phrase that we use, approach the hole, to reach the hole. So here's our second word, and this is probably my biggest pet hate on the golf course, and it's the word try. And for me, it just doesn't work. Okay, so I see this a lot on the putting green. You're playing in a match, guy's putting from about 25, 30 feet, and he puts his first putt up. It's not a bad putt, and he goes, oh, I'll just try and knock that in. And what happens then is you're not really concentrating fully. You step up over it and you miss it. And then your mates go, well, at least you tried. Well, let's look at that phrase. As soon as that phrase is put into a sentence after you've looked to do something, it means you failed. Okay, you never say you tried when you succeeded. You always say the word try when you failed. So, there is no try. You either do it or you don't do it. And I want you to go to the golf course with a do attitude. Think to yourself, I want to do this. I can do it. Can do attitude. And stand over those putts, stand over those drives, and don't stand there on the drive. Think, I'll just try and put it down the right side. Have good intention to send that ball down the right side. Say to yourself, this is what I'm going to do. And what you'll find then is your focus will become so much better. That's what we're looking for. If you bring that word try into your vocabulary before you do it, I will guarantee you're not giving it 100% attention. If you bring it into the conversation after you've attempted to do something, it means you failed. So change that mindset. The word is, I'm going to do it. Have a can-do attitude, and that will set the things in motion to actually achieve what you want to do. If you don't achieve it, well, the good thing is, well, you attempted to do it, you didn't do it, but that's okay, because at least you went there with good intentions. But try is a sort of nothing word. It doesn't really do anything. Get it out of your vocabulary. Stand on the putt. I'm going to do it. Stand on the tee. I'm going to do it. Stand in the fairway. I'm going to put this ball on the green. I'm going to do it. Have great intentions, and you'll start to see better results. Now, a third word is what I call a confidence sapping word. It's the word I hear a lot on the golf course, and people, as soon as they don't achieve the result they want, they say, oh, I should have done better than that. The word should. Okay, it's a really bad word. I should be doing better than that. I'm better than that. I should be doing this. And straight away, it's quite, in a sense, a little bit of an aggressive word. And I don't like it. I think golfers, straight away, you don't achieve what you want. Oh, I should have done better. Frustrated. I've got a chip over the pond here. Oh, I should be putting this within 10 feet. And then if we don't put it within 10 feet, what do? We get frustrated. So we're standing here. Yeah, this should be right by the hole. Should be able to do that. And then we don't do it. In the pond. And straight away, as I said, there's the confidence going. So we're going to change that word again. We're going to change it to the word could. Not a big change. We're just changing it from should to could. Okay? So there's not always a situation in this game where you should do it. But I could do it. I've got an opportunity. I could have an opportunity to put this next to the hole. And that's the other word I want you to use. Opportunity. I could put this ball next to the hole. But that's down to me to do it. And if you go with that attitude, it gets you focusing a little bit more on what you're going to do. But the word should is a really bad word because it actually creates pressure. I could put this close. Doesn't feel as aggressive. It doesn't feel so bad. I should put this close. Makes you start to think, well, if I don't do it, I'm rubbish. So I could do it. I could put this next to the hole. We've just stuck one in the pond because I should have done it. Now, can I do it? Yeah, I could get this close. There's no reason why I can't. And because I've taken the pressure off, we've stuck it really close to the hole. We've probably put that inside 4 feet, which is really nice. So take the pressure off yourself. There's no reason why you should be doing something, but there's an opportunity you could do it. That's really important. So let's look at these 3 words that we've talked about, okay? We're going to change that word from approach to reach. Okay, we're not going to try, we're going to do it. And we're not going to think we should do it, we're going to think there's an opportunity I could do it. And that's the key thing. And what I found when I started to bring these things into my game, especially the word should for me and the word reach, my scores started dropping. Because it changed two things. It's changed my stats on my game and how I played the game with the word reach. And it took the pressure off me, and I didn't get frustrated when I thought, well, I could do it. I've got an opportunity. They made such a difference. And I think because I've played golf at a reasonable level for a while, I've always gone to the shot with a can-do attitude. I'm going to do it rather than I'll just try. And I think that's a big thing. People just go out and go to the practice ground and go, I'll just try a few shots today. Go there with a really good intention. Go there with an idea of what you want to do. Bring these three words: reach, can-do attitude, and the sensation that you could do it, and your game will transform itself. You will save so many shots and you'll improve your game the way you want to. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Okay, it's going through a little bit more the mindset of how you're playing, what you're thinking, what you're saying to yourself. But the mind is so important. You guys go out and practice a lot of the physical side and think that's so important. But if your mind isn't in the right place, as I said, if you go to the practice ground just with a thought of I'll just try and hit 50 balls and work on my 7-iron, have an intention to that practice, and then your physical swing will get so much better. But your mind dictates what you're going to do or what you don't do. That's the key thing. So if you have enjoyed the video, please share it with your friends. Please press that little bell if you are a subscriber. It sends you out notifications for when the next videos are going out. And I look forward to seeing you soon.